Welcome to Messages for the Signs for the week of October 25th. I am Tammy Toshnik, and this video will be for Scorpio. And we are in Scorpio energy right now. Scorpio likes to go deep, talk about all the things that we're told we shouldn't talk about, like life and death and sex and pain, all of that. And so you may be feeling quite comfortable right now, Scorpio. This is your home energy. And what does Scorpio need to know for their best and highest good? Unfinished symphony, so something that you must clean up before you can go forward. And this isn't only the old procrastination that we all fall under the spell of, Scorpio. This is actually getting in your way. So if you're wondering why things aren't moving or you can't get from A to B, there's something that you're putting off, and it's a good time to finish that right now. And then we have not for you. Now that's usually quite a literal card. It really does mean that something's not going to work out the way that you had hoped. But this is where we have the opportunity to see things in a different way. It doesn't mean we can skip over the disappointment or the sadness or the dashed expectation. But it does mean we must get to this place at some point, or I hope you get to this place, you don't have to do anything, where you can see the opportunity in that this isn't that you're not worthy of it. It isn't that you're not good enough. It's not good enough for you. How about we think about that, Scorpio? That's not, that relationship, that job, that opportunity, it's not good enough for me. So you know what? I am going to be open and curious and receptive to the bigger and the better that it's on its way to me now. All right. And then deep knowing. So there you go. Talking again about the Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign that that are very intuitive. They can see beneath the surface. And so you know this. This isn't something that is surprising to you. Again, the procrastination piece might be coming up a bit for you, Scorpio. And it's just that reminder, finish up unfinished business. So what I'm getting now is you knew that this wasn't going to work out. You had a feeling about that. You still went with it, which is okay. Again, remember, something bigger and better. It's on its way to you now. But you have to clean up whatever's left over from that. So you have unfinished symphony, not for you, and deep knowing. So don't let that get in your way. Remember, something bigger and better, it's on its way to you now. You've got eggs here. You've got owls. You were in the midst of creating something, but you have to finish up whatever you just left or whatever just ended. Clean that up first. Alrighty. And if you'd like to choose a card, Scorpio. And you can choose 1, 2, or 3, or you can choose 2, you can choose 3. And if you chose card 1, Scorpio, compass, there you go, inner knowing. We all have that inner guidance system. It's just that we've been trained to not pay it any attention. And in my estimation, that's always, always a mistake. That is where we must go. Whenever we are questioning anything, we turn inward. And when we have practiced with our intuition and it's finally honed, it will never lead you astray. But if we're not used to using it, we don't trust in it, or we think we're tuned into it and we're not, and that's where we stumble sometimes. So, and that doesn't mean, by the way, when you use your intuition that everything's going to work out perfectly. It just means that you have faith and trust in the process. So this is what compass is saying. If you chose 1, deep knowing, you know. And then if you chose card 2, you've got goblin. So this is all about paying attention to what you are telling yourself about this. The fact that this thing didn't work out for you, again, we have to move through the feelings of it all. We don't want to bypass that, but we don't want to get stuck there. And just remember, something bigger and better is on its way to you now. That's better to tell yourself, because it is true, versus I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me, etc. And if you chose card 3, you've got solitude. So you may need some time alone here, Scorpio, to work through, to finish that unfinished business. Compass for 1, goblins for 2, solitude for 3. To finish that unfinished business, to complete the cycle is what I always say. We don't want to leave unfinished things sort of hanging over our heads, because guess what? They always show up at the worst times. So finish it now while it's fresh and you can see it. It's right in front of you. And again, take that time, take a retreat. Perhaps some of you are going to a spa, or you're spending the weekend away, etc. Good idea. Finish that, because remember, you want to be fresh and ready for all the good stuff that's on its way. I hope that helps you, Scorpio, and I hope to see you here next week. Take care.